Gentlemen, welcome to Video Dos Mamas the Kabanga from the Congo. Alright, so you made it to level 2. No big deal. You're doing it. So we need to, number one. So this one right here, you see the fact that we have 1 over 2 right here. Alright, so to get rid of that, all you have to do is you're going to raise that to the opposite or reverse of 1 over 2 would be 2 over 1. We'll call it reciprocal. You do the same thing on this side as well, 2 over 1. All right, so the reason why we did that, because the 2 would cancel with this 2 and the 1 would cancel with that. So you just left with the inside right here, x squared minus 12. And on the right side, because it's 2 over 1, 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2. For example, 3 over 1 would be the same thing as 3. 4 over 1 would be the same thing as 4. 5 over 1 would be the same thing as 5. See? Just drop a beat right there. All right, so I can just erase this 1. All right, let's move on with that. So that's raised to the second. That means we're going to have to do the box for that. All right, let's do the box. So to do the box, some people do FOIL. If you don't even know what FOIL is, then stick to the box. All right, so let's do the box. So I'm going to draw a box right here, and we're doing the x minus 2. We're doing that twice. That's why it's raised to the second power. That's x squared. That's minus 2x. That's negative 2x, and that is positive 4. So that would give me x squared minus 4x plus 4. Let's write it right here, x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then we're going to solve for x. So it looks like I can subtract x squared here, adios, minus x squared, boom. I can also do minus 4, boom, minus 4. So now I'm really left with negative 16 here, and I'm left with this one right here, negative 4x. You can divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4, x equals negative 4. Now, you could take your chances and say the answer is negative 4, and you're going to stick with that. That's a chance. That's like gambling. You like gambling? Your answer is supposed to be not really, no. Your answer is supposed to be I don't do gambling, all that stuff. So what you're going to have to do is go ahead and plug in the negative 4 in the original equation, right? So you take this negative 4 and it's to be plugged in on the left side and right side, meaning here and here, these two areas. So let's do it. So 4 squared minus 12 over 1/2, same thing here, 4 minus 2, right? So if we continue, 4 squared is 16 minus 12 raised to this. On the right side, you get what? You get 2. All right, let's continue. All right, so 16 minus 2, you get 4, 1/2. On this side, you have 2. Now, 4.5, that's the same thing as, remember how we said it's just like this. That's what you learned last class. That was actually your warm-up for this class as well. So 2, so that you get 2 here. So 2, 2, boom, you're right. The answer is 4. Good gamble. And if you believe you went with the negative 4 from the beginning, you're good. All right, so let's do this one. To get rid of this square root, you're gonna have to square both sides. So let's go square here and square here. When you square that side, you should be left with the inside only, which is x squared plus 1. And on the right side, you're gonna have to do the box. All right, let's do the box real fast. So with the box, I have x minus 1, x minus 1. We're doing it twice because it's raised to the second power. And then this one, negative x and positive 4. Nope, positive 1. All right, so you should have x squared minus 2x plus 1. X squared minus 2x plus 1. And then we're going to solve this by saying minus x squared, boom, minus x squared, boom. You can also continue saying minus 1, boom, minus 1, boom. What are you left with? On both sides, you should be left with this negative 2x here. On that side, you have nothing, 0. Don't freak out, continue. Divide by negative 2, you get x equals 0. Now, are you going to gamble with that? Are you going to say that's your final answer, or are you actually going to work it out? Let's find out. I like to plug it back in to double check. Some people take the gamble and say, I'm just going to stick to that answer, Ms. Kabango. I don't care what happens. Okay, take your chances. It's 50-50. So, who knows your answer is the right solution. It has to work, meaning we have to plug it in. Where do we have to plug it in? We have to plug it in for x on both sides. So you take this, you plug it in right here and right here. So let's do this thing. So 0 minus 1, you get negative 1. The left side is done. Let's do the right side. 0 squared plus 1, right? So that gives me 1 here. What is the square root of 1? The square root of 1 is exactly 1. But here we have negative 1. these two do not equal to one another. They don't equal to one another. So 0 is not the answer. This is called a no solution. Aha. If you take a gamble, my friend, you just got it wrong. That's why you have to plug it in, people. Plug it in. All right. So to get rid of the square root, all you have to do is square it. And you, whatever you do on one side, got to be done on the other side. So if you square root, you're left with that. So that I have 5x minus 3 on the left side. And here you have x plus 13. And then we'll just solve. We'll just do our thing, right? No big deal. So minus x here, it should be, you should have 4x here. Minus 3 equals 13 plus 3 plus 3. You should have 4x equals 16. Divide that by 4. Divide that by 4. You get x equals 4. Who wants to gamble? Who wants to, do you want to just settle down with the 4 and say 4 is your answer? I don't know, my friend. We're going to have to go plug it in. All right, so let's go plug it in. If you want to gamble, like I said, you just want to say, I'm going to stick to 4. 4 is my answer. You're taking a chance. You're taking a risk. So take the 4, plug it in, boom, and boom, right? So let's do the left side. So square root of 5 times 4 minus 3. That is 20 minus 3. That is 17 on that side. Let's go this side. So we said 4 plus 13. It is indeed 17. So 17, 38. So 4 is right. All right, let's move on to this. So you're going to have to get rid of the square root. Same thing as well here. How do you do that? You square both sides. When you square both sides, so with this one, notice I have a 2 in front here as well. So you have to square that. That gives you 4, right? And then you just drop the square root. It should be x plus 7 on that side. Here, you just drop the square root. You just have x plus 25. All right, well, let's distribute here. You should have 4x plus 28 equals x plus 25. Now, let's solve this thing. Minus x, we have 3x. Plus 28 equals 25. Minus 28, you have 3x equals negative 3. Divide by 3, you have x equals negative 1. All right, so should we settle down with the negative 1? Going once, going twice? No, don't gamble, my friend. Don't stick to that. You're going to have to double check your answer. You're really going to have to go and plug it in and see if indeed that is your answer. All right, let's do this real fast. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to take that negative 1 that we have. We're going to go ahead and plug it back in here and here. All right, let's find out how that works. So 2 open parentheses. What do we have? Negative 1? Negative 1 plus 7. All right, so that's supposed to give me, what's negative 1? So that should give me 6, right? All right, let's just hold the horse right there. And then you go over here, you do the same thing too. You plug in your negative 1 plus the 25. That should give you negative 24. All right, let's double check our answer. What's 2 times square root of 6? I have no idea, so I'm just going to go right here. Let me clear this real fast. All right, so 2 square root of, we said 6. That is 4.89. All right, 4.89. Now let's do the right side. What is square root of 24? Square root of 24, 4.89. Aha. So if you had gamble or you went along with the number 1 without plugging it in, so you're right. Negative 1 is work. That's it. That's how you do this thing.